Great AI workflow design only creates value when people actually adopt it. In this section, we'll connect rollout planning, stakeholder alignment, role-based training, and continuous improvement into a practical strategy for scaling Regrello AI across the enterprise. So far, we've built the layers required for enterprise adoption: AI foundations, workflow design, process intelligence, governance, security, data, and integration architecture. Now the focus shifts from designing the system to helping it take hold through rollout planning, user adoption, change management, and continuous improvement. Regrello AI is more than a technology rollout. It changes how work gets assigned, tracked, escalated, and improved. Adoption, therefore, depends on more than enabling features. People need to trust the recommendations. Processes need clear owners and handoffs. Governance needs rules for when AI can act, when humans review, and how exceptions are handled. And the experience has to feel usable in daily work. Change management connects these pieces by explaining the why, preparing each role, creating feedback loops, and helping leaders reinforce new behaviors until they become normal. Before you train users or launch workflows, define the adoption vision in business terms. Start with the problem: delays, manual follow-ups, poor visibility, inconsistent approvals, or compliance gaps. Then translate that pain into measurable outcomes, such as faster cycle times, fewer exceptions, stronger SLA adherence, and clearer accountability. From there, narrow the initial rollout to specific workflows, teams, regions, or business units. Finally, explain why now for each audience. Executives need value, managers need control, and users need a clear reason to change daily behavior. Successful Regrello AI adoption is not owned by one team. It depends on a shared operating model across the enterprise. Business leaders set priorities, sponsor change, and clear blockers. Process owners make sure workflows, rules, exceptions, and success measures reflect how work really happens. It and architecture confirm that the platform can integrate securely, scale reliably, and be supported over time. Compliance teams guide responsible AI use, auditability, and controls. Administrators translate governance into configurations and permissions. End users validate whether the experience fits daily work. This alignment turns AI from a tool into an enterprise capability. A shared alignment charter turns stakeholder agreement into something concrete. It answers the questions that often slow adoption later. What outcomes are we pursuing? Who can change the workflow? How AI settings get approved? And where exceptions go? It should also define boundaries for permissions, data use, auditability, and responsible AI. Treat the charter as a working contract, not a static document. Revisit it during rollout reviews, especially when scope expands or new risks appear. Strong charters reduce confusion, speed decisions, and give executives a clear way to track adoption progress. Communication works best when it is targeted, consistent, and repeated. Executives need the business impact. Managers need talking points and timing. Admins and workflow builders need implementation details. Approvers and task participants need clear instructions for daily work. Keep the core message steady: what is changing, why it matters, how AI is being used, and where support is available. Start early, then reinforce through briefings, office hours, launch notes, and in-product guidance. Most importantly, address concerns directly, especially around workload, reliability, visibility, and accountability. A strong rollout starts small, but not randomly. Choose a pilot that is valuable, contained, and owned by a team with clear pain points. During the pilot, test the real operating model: workflow logic, task routing, AI configuration, integrations, and the user experience. Then use go or no-go reviews, along with baseline metrics, to decide what is ready to expand. As adoption grows across teams or regions, capture lessons from early users. Before enterprise scale, standardize templates, governance, training, and support, so growth is repeatable, not improvised. Enablement should match the job each person is trying to do. Administrators need enough depth to manage access, governance, configuration, and user lifecycle decisions safely. Workflow builders need hands-on practice designing processes, setting routing logic, using AI assistance, testing changes, and controlling versions. Approvers and participants need simpler, task-focused guidance: what to do, how to respond to exceptions, and how to interpret AI-provided context. Executives and managers need confidence reading dashboards, adoption signals, exceptions, and decision support outputs. The goal is not to train everyone on everything. It is to give each role the fluency they need to act correctly. A practical curriculum moves people from basic understanding to confident execution. Start with the workflow lifecycle: who does what, where approvals happen, how AI assists, and what governance rules apply. Then shift quickly into hands-on practice using realistic workflows for each function. After that, add scenarios that test exceptions, escalations, compliance checks, and cross-functional handoffs. Finally, reinforce after launch with quick guides, short videos, office hours, FAQs, and searchable articles. Training is not one event. It is a path that keeps improving performance. Once training is complete, teams still need support for everyday questions, recurring friction, and true technical issues. Start with self-service guidance and peer champions for quick local help. Workflow owners and administrators handle process changes, configuration, and permissions. It supports integrations, security, and architecture, while platform support is used for product-level issues. Keep the model active through office hours, process clinics, release notes, and community forums. Most importantly, route feedback back into governance, so support becomes a continuous improvement engine. Adoption is not proven by logins alone. A strong measurement model connects four lenses: usage, operational performance, quality and compliance, and user sentiment. Usage tells you whether people are engaging with workflows, training, and key features. Performance shows whether the change is improving cycle time, task completion, SLAs, and approvals. Compliance metrics reveal whether the process is becoming cleaner, with fewer exceptions, less rework, and stronger audit evidence. Feedback adds the human signal, where users feel friction, confusion, or value. Together, these measures separate activity from impact and help leaders decide where to reinforce, redesign, or scale. After launch, an operating rhythm keeps Regrello workflows improving as real usage data comes in. Weekly check-ins catch operational friction. Monthly reviews look for patterns, bottlenecks, exceptions, and training gaps. Quarterly value reviews connect improvements back to enterprise outcomes. The team then prioritizes changes by impact, effort, compliance risk, and user pain. Just as important, changes stay controlled. Test the update, secure approval, communicate clearly, track the release, and measure again. This creates a practical loop where automation gets better without creating unmanaged risk. Sustainable adoption does not happen just because a workflow goes live. It happens because people understand the value, trust the assistance, and feel supported as their work changes. Resistance is usually a signal, not a failure. If supplier approval users drop off, exceptions rise, or teams create manual workarounds, investigate quickly. Use transparency, user involvement, governance, phased rollout, and visible leadership support to reduce risk. Then keep the system healthy with refreshed training, updated templates, champion recognition, and continuous workflow improvement. The goal is not one successful launch. It is lasting confidence in AI-assisted work that remains trusted and useful. Enterprise adoption succeeds when Regrello AI becomes part of how work is governed, executed, and improved. Align stakeholders on outcomes and decision rights. Enable each role with practical training. Measure adoption, cycle time, satisfaction, exceptions, and compliance. Your next step is to turn the course concepts into a rollout roadmap that connects foundations, workflow design, process intelligence, architecture, governance, and continuous improvement.